started the backend one, and we discussed basics, like what is backend, how the backend is important, how the architecture of the backend will happen. We will have a quick recap on what is what one more time. After that, today we will start what is Node.js, how the Node.js will work, and then we will also see it like how to install the Node.js and all. Is it clear, man? Good. Synthetic backend. Now, if you go here, the last class, what did I explain is I explained what is it mean by backend. Backend is implementing server side application. Backend means implementing server side application. Any application containing two sides. One is client side and server side. Basically, applications are maintaining a three-tier architecture, which is like client side application will be there, okay, and logic will be there, and data will be there. Client requests the server, and the server responds to the client. For request and response, in the middle, something called API will be there. The server connects to the data layer, which is the databases and all, if it is necessary, right? What are the main responsibilities of the backend? Backend will process the request. The client will, whatever the client is asking, it will take care. In the database, how to retrieve the data, how to check the data and all, it will take care. Whatever the business logic you are having, it business logic is like sending the mail or maintaining the contacts, keeping the leads, engaging the customers, getting the payments, exactly how your business works, those kind of things. Or authentication and security backend will maintain. Last but not least, backend will implement the APIs which can be used on the front end to access or to give some kind of requests. There are so many backend technologies: Java, C Sharp, Python, PHP, Node.js. For web applications, we use mainly these things. Every language will have something called framework. What it will have, ma? Framework. We'll discuss detail about frameworks. For Java, the framework is Spring Boot. The C Sharp framework is ASP.NET. Python framework is Django or Flask, and PHP, Laravel, and Node.js, Express.js. Next, backends will have different types of architecture. When people are doing the application, they will think about different ways. First one, monolithic architecture. Monolithic architecture means whatever you wanted, the front end, the back end, the database, everything they will keep in single place. So that simple applications, it will be easy to understand. Because everything is in one place now, you can understand the code easily. But when you are increasing the application, scalability will be difficult. Second, microservices architecture. Microservices means you divide the same code, same backend into multiple services. Sir, authentication I want to do, keep it one service. Order I want to do, keep it one service. Discounts I have to maintain, keep it one service. Customers DJ maintain one service. For everything, they will keep different services. Every service will have their own DB. Okay. So program is divided basically. So that easy to maintain, understand, and even scalable. That's why people mostly use microservices architecture when it is bigger company. There is a third way, which is serverless. Serverless means you can even go to the functions. Some functions will be there. Those functions, if you write it without the backend one, that functions itself will perform the whatever you want, like Lambda functions, Google, AWS Lambda or Google Cloud functions. Same like the serverless functions. I want to create some kind of backend. Backend and database, both I don't want to create. I don't want any database. I don't want any backend. I want to maintain it like separate one. In that case, people will use this BAS also, backend as a service, which is like Firebase, Supabase, or AppRite. Using those things, you can build the complete application without even writing anything. Any doubts, ma'am? Online, anyone have any questions, sir, till now? Online, anyone have any questions? What is middleware? We will come to the when we come to the class. I will tell you middlewares. Don't worry. Anyone have any question till now, ma? So I hope everyone clear. Good. Today we will see what is Node.js. We will also see what is Node.js features, how to install the one, and how to start your first application. Okay, let's start, sir. Node.js. Node.js is an open source. Node.js is an open source. Is an open source, cross-platform JavaScript environment, runtime environment, JavaScript runtime environment. This is the main interesting point. Runtime environment that allows developers that allows the developers to run JavaScript code outside the web browser, outside of the web browser, mainly on server side. Note it down. Online, are you people are writing the notes, sir? See, every day in the class itself, I'm giving the notes. Even I'm uploading into the Google Drive one. Usually, I will upload it evening once. Okay, I will upload evenings or nights, which I'm free. But I'm seeing it in the group like the people were constantly mentioning the notes only, which I didn't understand because in the class only I'm giving it now. In class only I'm making sure the people are writing it. The notes which I'm uploading into the Google Drive is just for a safe side. From day one of the class, we are having it like notes in the class only. In the group, people were mostly worried about it. You please give notes in. See, I don't give it in date wise. Date wise will not be given. Topic wise only will be given. Why I will give date wise? Learn it topic wise. Don't learn it date wise. Okay. In MySQL, I gave it date wise because they are SQL files. Are you getting my point, ma? In case if you want it like the date wise, it's better. I will write it here the date in the notes itself. Like, and this can be done. Google Drive link is not shared with us. Why not? I shared the Google Drive link starting only. I recommend people to practice it more than worrying about the notes. Practice more. That's why I'm giving in the class only. I'm giving time and all to write the notes. Oh. When you upload late, it's miss which topic will come first, which topic will late. That is why I'm giving notes in the class na. Are you not writing Vinay Dwivedi? In class, you are not writing it. I didn't understand Vinay. Sometimes we miss sir to write proper example syntax. Why? Syntax are here and there because we have to write fast. Seriously? Is it that much faster? I will keep it from now onwards. The date also pushna hota. Aaj se. Here I will keep it notes. Date I will keep it inside, not outside. Okay. Anyway, so Node.js is basically a runtime environment. If someone asks you what is Node.js, just remember this. It is a runtime environment. What does it mean by that, sir? For example, you all did HTML, CSS, JavaScript, na? In HTML, CSS, JavaScript, how do you run JavaScript, sir? Browser, na? Sir, what if like you will take one HTML file, you will connect the JavaScript and you will run the HTML file because the HTML file already connected to the JavaScript will run, right? What if you did not connect the JavaScript to HTML? Can only JavaScript run? Did you ever run only JavaScript in the browser? No. In the browser, only JavaScript you don't run. If you want, you can run it in console. Normally, if you want to go from HTML files will be directly run in the browser, which is connected to the JavaScript will run. Or you go to your JavaScript in console. Console is a place where you can run it in your browser. But how does actually JavaScript runs in the browser? Anyone knows why the JavaScript runs in the browser? No, no, no. For example, if you want to run Java, you have to download Java. If you want to run Python, you have to download Python. If you want to run C, you have to download C. But for JavaScript, you don't download anything. JavaScript actually runs in the browser, right or not? My point is, browser कैसे रन करता? Browser को कैसे मालूम है JavaScript क्या है? Because browsers have one JS engine. Every browser have one JS engine. Anyone knows what is the JS engine for Google Chrome? Good, V8. Online, someone said it. V8. So, sir, what happen is your browser, your browser have something called JS engine. For different browsers, different JS engine will be there. Like for example, Google Chrome V8 or Mozilla Firefox Spider Monkey for Edge Chakra. Like that, different things will be there. For Google Chrome, it is V8. Now, what is this point is, if you are writing any code, sir, the moment you write any code, HTML, CSS, JS, that code will go here to the browser and only JavaScript will go to the JS engine. And JS engine will run the JavaScript and will give the result to the browser. Is it clear, ma? That is how actually it happens. Chakra is for the edge. V8 is one of the most powerful engine also actually. Like Opera Mini, Brave or so many other browsers also will use V8 only. Okay. Now, one person like originally JavaScript is designed for client side. Means only browser only it will run original. But one person thought it like, why not? I take this V8 engine separately and keep it in one system. I told server is one system only, na? Right or not? Server is just a CPU. And someone just to take the V8, the engine, like you drive the car because car has an engine. What if someone take out only engine of that car and started to put that engine to some another vehicle? Like that, someone removed the engine from browser and keep it, try to run it alone without any browser environment, without any browser functions, without any consoles, without any HTML, without any CSS. Outside the browser, someone is running only V8. उसको बोलता Node.js, the runtime environment of JavaScript. The runtime environment of JavaScript means you can run the browser engine or the JS engine of any browser, okay, outside the browser. Actually, Node.js runs with only V8. They took that V8 and they keep it running in outside. So now onwards, you can run only JavaScript. No need of HTML. No need of CSS. Online, are you getting my point, ma? Engine present in server? No. Originally, engine is present in where? Browser, na? Right? Original engine is present where, sir? Browser. Someone is like, take out this engine. The engine का like how does browser have engine, sir? एक code रहता है ना? For engine के लिए browser people will write some code ना? So someone thought it like, why not I run this only code separately without browser environment? Why not I run this code separately? And that comes to the logic of server side JavaScript. Original JavaScript is not server side. In 2014 or 13, they started this idea. Okay, recently only they started this Node.js in 13-14s. Hmm. Before that, server side JavaScript will not work. Only client side it works. Is it clear, ma online? Are you all getting the point? How JS server side works, where it will run in server. Server only. Where it will run in server. In server only it will run because server itself runs. Na? Array, dekho. If I take here, everyone, index.html, you all know index.html files, na? If I click here, go live, what will happen? It is going live, na? It is running in one port, na? What is the port number? Same way, sir. I have one CPU at my home. In my home, I have one CPU. Now, what I have is inside this CPU, I want to run one program. One program is there. That program is only JavaScript program. But sir, how do you run only JavaScript? एक index.html क्रिएट करना है, उसको स्क्रिप्ट एसआर से ऐड करना है, नहीं. मेरा पास index.html नहीं है क्योंकि खाली सीपीयू हमको सीपीयू है, मॉनिटर नहीं, कुछ नहीं. So I wanted to put this JavaScript in this CPU. I want to run this in this CPU. But to run the JavaScript, you need JavaScript engine, na? So I took the JavaScript engine from the browser and I started running in the CPU, running in the server. One CPU is one server, which I told yesterday. That's why. So running the Node.js, so running the JavaScript code outside the web browser, running the JavaScript code outside the web browser is JavaScript runtime environment. What is it called? JavaScript runtime environment. One of the JavaScript runtime environment is Node.js. There are so many JavaScript runtime environments. One of that is Node.js. Is it clear, ma online? Online, is it clear? What makes server and client different? That's why yesterday I told you, na. Sir, what is the difference between client and server, sir? You tell me what is difference between client and server? If you don't know this, you can't do backend, Ray. Tell me what is client and what is server? Wrong. Client is basically a front end of application. Wherever user wherever user interacts, wherever user interacts, wherever user see, wherever the actual user interact with the program is client. Where the program is stored and run, like in your system you will get it in browser, usko client bolta hai, presentation layer. But google.com is coming in your browser, but did you have it google.com in your browser? No, google.com is stored in somewhere, maybe in Singapore. Google.com original code is there, right? Wherever it is running is server, usko application layer. Every application have three layers: data, presentation layer, application layer, data layer. Is it clear ma online? Good. Now let's note it down, sir. Originally we need we need to use browser for JavaScript because JS only runs in client side. Client side. But later the JS engine, the JS engine in browser runs alone in server, makes JS also server side. So if you know JavaScript, sir, you can make client side programming. You can know server side programming. Normally, people will learn two things. If you are a Java person, sir, you will learn front end HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Back end, you will learn the Java and Spring Boot. But here, you don't need that. You front end also you did JavaScript only. Back end also you will do JavaScript only, because JavaScript you can do both. Node.js was created by Node.js was created by Randall in 2009. It's kind of popular in 12, 13, 2000, and and it built it built on Google Chrome's V8 JS engine, which makes it very fast and efficient. Sir, where do we use Node.js? to build to build web applications, web servers, CLI tools, real-time applications. Real-time application is like a chat app. APIs that connect front-end and database. For larger, for large enterprises, enterprises, or multi-threaded applications like video conferencing, or or complex logics. Node.js is not preferable. It's not preferable. Whenever we are building the real-time applications, sir, e-commerce ones or chat apps, where people will interact it always, people will use the Node.js. Huh? Sorry? Complex logics. Multi-threaded applications. Like for example, video conference is a multi-threaded application. Multi-threaded application means at a time it will run two, three tasks. Node.js will not do it. Node.js is a single threaded one, which we will discuss now. What is meant by thread, but it cannot do it like multitasks. Node.js features. First, JavaScript based. Node.js uses JS as its main programming language. First one, Node.js uses the JavaScript. Basically, we all know. Because of Node.js, JavaScript becomes the full stack now. It's like front end JavaScript, back end also JavaScript. People who already know front end JavaScript, it will become very easy for them, right? You don't need to learn again a new language for this. Usually, people from Python or Java, they will learn multiple languages. So those people will get confused Java with JavaScript or Python with JavaScript. But here, Node.js and Express.js, you don't need to worry. Next, second, single threaded architecture. Single threaded architecture. Node.js operates on a single thread. Single thread. Node.js operates on a single thread. It means it can perform only one task at a time. Only single thread to handle multiple requests. Node.js follows this principle called single threaded. That means one thread is like a one task. If you go to the programming like Java, Java is a multi-threaded programming language where you can do multiple tasks at a time. But Node.js is a single threaded one. Why Node.js is a single thread, sir? JavaScript is also single threaded only, na? You cannot run two things in JavaScript. If anyone knows JavaScript, in JavaScript everything is maintained within call stack. Okay. So same way, here also everything is maintained by one kind of stack and only one task at a time. Is it clear, ma? To handle multiple requests, multiple requests, multiple requests, it uses event loop. It reduces memory usage and improves performance. What does it mean by event loop? I will tell you. You all know JavaScript, na? Anyone tell me in JavaScript what is event loop? Online also. You heard event loop in JavaScript? Heard it? How many of you know in JavaScript Ajax, asynchronous JavaScript? You heard this? Asynchronous JavaScript. You all know? How does JavaScript handle asynchronous JavaScript? By XML HTTP is very old. People will use fetch. Oh, chhod do. See, no, I didn't ask about that. Let me give you one example. For example, see this logic. Run this. If I run this code, which one will print output online? I, I think you all know JavaScript. If you know JavaScript, these core topics, it will be over. Just started JS. Hey, how many of you don't know JS, Ray? You guys came to Node.js without knowing anything in JS? How many of you JS is completed? JavaScript is completed. Done. How many of you JavaScript is not completed? Like, not just started a kind of thing? Completed. Online, JS completed, not completed. At least started, almost completed. Fine. First console will print. I know console only. Two consoles are there actually. Allows partial first block started, completed. Hi, what is this? Now, देखो, I will tell you if you don't know JavaScript, I will tell you from starting. Okay, JavaScript is a synchronous and single-threaded language. JavaScript is a synchronous and single threaded language. What does it mean by synchronous? Synchronous means line by line, line by line. For example, sir, if you write here one program, not this. If I write here one program, sir, online people also, whoever not know the JavaScript, listen to it, you will understand it. See, for example, if I write it here, console.log, what is console, sir? Is one console is part of the browser. ब्राउजर के अंदर 8 tools है. Okay, browser have 8 tools. Those are called developer tools, which are used for debug purposes, like elements, console, network, sources, memory, application, uh, lighthouse, performance. Those are 8 tools which will increase you to understand application kaisa run ho raha hai. Okay, one of the part is console is used for debugging purpose. Like for example, in a program, 100 lines program is there. In line number 20, I want to know what is a value. Line number 40, I want to know what is k value. I want to check whether it is working correctly or not. I will show it in console. That is JavaScript. Again, I am telling it now JavaScript. एक minute JavaScript पूरा बता के फिर I will come to the Node.js. Original JavaScript will run line by line. If I write it here, console.log hi, console.log bye. Now tell me, what will be the output online, people? Just a minute, I will change the font. Now tell me, what will be the output? First hi will print or bye will print? First hi will print or bye will print? Hi. Why? Because you write first, sir. Because I write first hi is printing. If I write bye first, bye will print. कोई problem नहीं है. Because JavaScript goes line by line. For example, sir, इधर एक एरर आ गया. एक एरर आ गया. Will it go to the by? Will it print by? No. क्योंकि सेकंड लाइन पर एरर आ गया, वो उधर रोक गया. So it will not go to the next one. Simple. It will go line by line. That is JavaScript का synchronous logic. But there is a possibility in JavaScript to go asynchronous. Asynchronous means like exactly opposite, not line by line. Okay. There is one function in JavaScript in browser. In browser, there is a function called set timeout. What is the function? Set timeout. If I write it here, set timeout, console.log, hi, comma 2000. I gave one callback function to the people who don't know. Inside this set timeout, I gave one function, sir. Inside the set timeout, I gave one function. That function will be called after 2000 milliseconds. What is 2000 milliseconds? Right. Now, which one will print first? Buy or high? Any guess? Buy or high? Buy will print. Why? क्योंकि sir, JavaScript logic. See, originally JavaScript is like first line only run करो, उसके बाद second line को जाओ. But first line is taking time, sir. Do you think JavaScript will wait? JavaScript छोड़ दो, first line time दे रहा है. So if first line is taking time, JavaScript immediately will push this set timeout into one queue. Into one queue. People will call it as a task queue. Anything which is taking time, JavaScript will push them into a queue. And first will run remaining thing. Now it runs by. It prints by, na? Right or not? After printing by, now it is free. Now call stack is free. Once the call stack is free, there is a call stack. Call stack means where your program runs. Every JS engine will have a call stack. Inside the stack only it will run. That's why one by one it will do. Stack means one task at a time. Now here whenever call stack is free, now it is free na, but one guy is waiting for me. Who is that? Set time out. Where he is waiting? Open karo re, mouth open karo. Are you all getting my point? Getting? Now, और एक बार. Sir, set timeout is taking one time. So because set timeout is taking time, I am pushing this set timeout into one queue. What is the queue is called? Task queue. Then my program will run in the call stack. My program will run in the call stack. Now this is pushed into the task queue. Program will run. What it will run first? Buy. हो गया. Buy printed. After buy is printed, then now it is free na? Now I'm free. When I'm free, I will ask this task queue people come. Then task queue people will come and will run in the call stack. Are you getting my point? You go to one hotel, Ray, online also. Okay, there is one hotel. There is one hotel. Okay. So the hotel guy, only one employee is there. How many employees are there? Sir, one employee can give it food for only one person at a time. Only one person he can give. So it's like so many people is coming to him. Okay. So many people are coming to him. So the first guy is saying it immediately order. He is receiving the order. Fine. But second guy is taking some time. When the owner is asking, when the restaurant people are asking you, what is your order? This guy is taking some time. He is thinking what to order, what not to order. Do you think he will wait for you? No, he will not wait. He will be like, chod do, you go out. You go stand there, sir. You just wait there and think. So now this guy is in waiting. Now he will do say third one, right or not? Are you getting my point, ma? Again, if fourth one is taking time, fourth one will be again outside. Then fifth one run. Once all are run, now this guy is free na. Restaurant guy is free now. Now there is no work for him. What he will do, sir? If he is free, what he will do? He will call these people na. Why? Because those people are waiting in the lobby na. They are waiting in the waiting room. They will be like they will call them and will be like, one by one, तुम आ जाओ अभी बोलो order. Same way, JavaScript also runs only one task at a time, and it will maintain all the tasks in the call stack. Whatever the tasks which are taking time, it will push it in the task queue. And then whenever the call stack is empty, it will bring from the task queue to call stack empty. Anyone have any questions in this? Online, anyone have any questions, sir? But now I have one interesting point. I have one interesting point. Imagine the restaurant guy told me to wait in a room. I go inside the room and waiting. Okay. So many people like I and another persons are waiting in the room. Now, whenever that guy is free, how will I know, sir? I'm in room na? I don't know whether the restaurant guy is free or not. I go to the government office, Ray. In government office now, one by one they will call me. But first, what they told me, you wait here, sir. They told me to wait. I'm waiting in the waiting room na. But how do I know that inside the government officer is free or not? Whenever he is free, I will go. That is a logic. But how do I know that he is free? Someone will call you, na? Someone will call you and tell you, na? Right or not? And that one is event loop. There is one loop called event loop, which always constantly runs in your JavaScript. Even in browser, it will run event loop. What is it called, sir? Event loop. What is the work of event loop? Event loop constantly runs and checks whether call stack is empty or not. Whenever call stack is empty, it will tell to the task queue that the call stack is empty. Now you can go. Always it will check whether the call stack is empty or not. Is it clear, ma, online now? one more time. Even Node.js uses the same concept. I will show you. This is how your JavaScript runs. Starting, you are doing console. So directly console will run in the call stack only. Nice. Then next, it will go. If it is taking some query, the queries will go to the queue. After going to the queue, sir, then again, event loop will check whether this guy is free or not. If it is free, it will tell